Imagine waking up to the sound of your alarm. Before you even get out of bed, your phone is in your hand, scrolling through social media, checking emails, and reacting to messages. Within minutes, your mind is already overwhelmed, consumed by external demands, expectations, and distractions. This is how most people start their day, reactive instead of proactive, stressed before they even step out of bed. But what if there was another way? What if you could wake up clear-headed, focused, and in control? What if, instead of being pulled in 100 different directions first thing in the morning, you could set the tone for your entire day with intention? The answer lies in the wisdom of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that remains just as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic thinkers and Roman emperors, once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This is not just a motivational quote. It is a fundamental truth about how we experience life. Your thoughts shape your reality. The way you think, the way you interpret events, and the way you frame your experiences all determine your level of happiness, resilience, and success. And guess what? Your mornings are where these thoughts begin. The modern struggle. Waking up in chaos in today's fast-paced world, most people start their mornings on autopilot, rushing through their routine, checking their phones, drowning in a flood of notifications, and immediately feeling behind. The first moments of your day are crucial, yet for many they are filled with stress, distraction, and mindless scrolling. Without realizing it, you are letting external forces dictate your mood and mindset. Your thoughts are not your own. They are influenced by news headlines, social media updates, and endless to-do lists. Before you have even had a chance to breathe, your mind is in reaction mode, playing defense against whatever the world throws at you. This is the opposite of what the Stoics taught. The Stoic solution: shifting from reaction to intention. The Stoics believed in living deliberately, not by chance or impulse. They taught that true power lies in controlling your own mind and actions, rather than being controlled by external events. Marcus Aurelius did not have social media notifications or breaking news alerts, but he did have distractions, obligations, and stressors of his own. Yet he trained his mind every morning to focus on what mattered most: his principles, his responsibilities, and his ability to remain calm in the face of chaos. He started each day with intention, not reaction. This is the key difference between people who feel in control of their lives and those who feel overwhelmed. It all comes down to how you start your day. If you begin your morning reacting, you stay reactive all day. If you start your morning with intention, you set the foundation for clarity, focus, and resilience. The way you spend your first hour determines the quality of your entire day, and over time, it determines the quality of your life. Why this matters. The power of a strong morning routine. A well-structured morning routine is not just about waking up early or following a checklist of habits. It is about building the mindset of a Stoic, one that is calm, focused, and resilient, no matter what the day brings. The first moments of your day are your chance to take control, to train your mind, before the outside world tries to shape it for you. When you master your mornings, you gain clarity because you have trained your mind to focus before distractions take over. You make better decisions because you start with intention rather than rushing into the day. You handle stress better because you have grounded yourself in Stoic principles before facing challenges. You build discipline because you have committed to daily habits that reinforce self-mastery. Your morning is where self-discipline, clarity, and strength begin. When you treat it with purpose, you set yourself apart from most people who let life control them. In this video, we are going to explore 10 Stoic habits that will help you create a morning routine designed for resilience, purpose, and success. These are not just random productivity hacks. They are principles rooted in ancient wisdom, tested over thousands of years, and proven to help you build unshakable mental toughness. If you are tired of waking up feeling lost, distracted, or overwhelmed, this is your opportunity to change that. Stay with me as we dive into the first habit, defining your purpose every morning, the Stoic way. Most people wake up every morning and go through the motions of their day without a clear sense of direction. They check their phones, rush through their routine, and react to whatever happens. As a result, they often feel like they are simply existing rather than truly living. This lack of purpose leads to frustration, boredom, and even burnout. When you do not have a guiding principle for your day, it is easy to feel lost, overwhelmed, or unfulfilled. The Stoics believe that every morning is an opportunity to fulfill your role with integrity and purpose. Marcus Aurelius, in his personal reflections, often reminded himself that he was not simply waking up to exist, but to contribute meaningfully to the world around him. He saw each new day as a fresh chance to live in accordance with his values. One of the biggest challenges people face today is the feeling that their actions lack significance. Without a clear sense of purpose, the day quickly becomes filled with distractions, obligations, and external pressures. Before you know it, the day is over, and you feel like you have achieved nothing truly meaningful. This is why it is essential to begin each morning by defining a clear purpose. A practical way to do this is by adopting the concept of Ikigai, a Japanese philosophy that helps people find fulfillment by aligning their passions, skills, societal contributions, and what they can be rewarded for. Although Ikigai is not a Stoic concept, it aligns well with Stoic principles of purpose, discipline, and contribution. Both philosophies emphasize the importance of taking deliberate action in life, rather than simply drifting from one task to another without intention. Each morning, before you get caught up in distractions, ask yourself one simple question. What is my highest purpose today? This does not mean you need to have an answer for your entire life's purpose. Instead, think about what would make today meaningful. What action, no matter how small, would align with your values and move you closer to a life of integrity and fulfillment? Once you identify that purpose, write down one meaningful action you can take to align your day with it. This could be something small, such as reaching out to a loved one, making progress on an important project, or practicing patience in a challenging situation. The key is to start the day with clarity and focus rather than anxiety and distraction. By setting this simple intention, you begin each morning with a sense of control and purpose. Instead of letting the day control you, you are actively shaping it. This practice keeps you aligned with your values and ensures that your actions, no matter how small, contribute to something greater. Over time, this habit transforms not only your mornings, but also your overall mindset and approach to life. If you want to take this practice even further, consider reflecting on your purpose before you go to bed at night. Reviewing your intentions in the evening and preparing for the next day can strengthen your commitment to living purposefully. Starting the day with purpose is a small but powerful habit. It keeps you focused, helps you prioritize what truly matters, and gives your actions greater meaning. Instead of waking up feeling lost or overwhelmed, you wake up with direction, clarity, and motivation. And when you do this consistently, you will notice a profound shift in how you approach your entire life. Now that we have established the importance of defining your purpose, Let's move on to the next essential Stoic habit: winning the night to win the morning. Most people believe that a productive, focused morning starts when the alarm clock rings. In reality, it begins the night before. How you spend your evening determines how well you sleep, how you feel when you wake up, and how prepared you are to face the day. If your night is filled with distractions, overstimulation, or poor habits, your morning will likely be rushed, chaotic, and unfocused. The Stoics understood the importance of preparation. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that self-discipline is built through consistent, deliberate actions. He knew that a person's ability to control their mind and emotions in the morning was not just a result of willpower, but of the systems and habits they had in place. In the modern world, one of the biggest threats to a successful morning is how we spend our evenings. Many people sabotage their mornings by binge-watching shows, endlessly scrolling through social media, or staying up late consuming information that does not serve them. This overstimulation leads to poor sleep, mental exhaustion, and a sluggish start the next day. Without realizing it, they set themselves up for failure before the morning even begins. If you want to take control of your mornings, you must first take control of your nights. That means establishing an intentional evening routine that sets the foundation for success. The key to doing this is limiting screen time before bed. The blue light from screens disrupts sleep patterns and keeps the brain in a state of stimulation when it should be winding down. When you spend the last hour before bed scrolling through social media or watching shows, your mind remains engaged, making it harder to fall asleep and wake up feeling refreshed. Instead of letting technology dictate your evening, commit to unplugging at least 1 hour before bed. Use this time to engage in activities that help you transition into a restful state. Reading a book, journaling, meditating, or reflecting on the day. These practices calm the mind, reduce stress, and prepare you for deep, restorative sleep. Another essential part of a successful evening routine is planning the next day in advance. Most people wake up without a clear sense of direction, which leads to indecision, procrastination, and wasted time. To avoid this, write down 3 key priorities for the next day before going to sleep. These should not be an overwhelming list of tasks, but rather the most important actions that will move you forward. By doing this, you give yourself a purpose the moment you wake up. Instead of scrambling to figure out what to do, you start the day with clarity and intention. This practice eliminates the need for decision-making in the morning, freeing up mental energy for execution rather than hesitation. A well-structured evening routine does not have to be complicated. The goal is simply to reduce distractions, prepare for tomorrow, and create a restful environment. This allows you to wake up feeling more in control, more focused, and more prepared to take on the day with a Stoic mindset. If you want to have strong mornings, you must first have strong nights. Winning the night means winning the morning, and when you win your mornings, you begin to win your life. Now that you have prepared yourself for a successful start, the next habit will focus on protecting the first hour of your day from distractions. The way you spend the first hour of your morning sets the tone for your entire day. If you start your day feeling distracted, rushed, or overwhelmed, that feeling will carry over into everything else you do. Unfortunately, many people begin their mornings by reaching for their phones, immediately exposing themselves to emails, social media, and news updates. Without realizing it, they have placed themselves in a reactive state before they have even had a chance to think for themselves. The Stoics understood the importance of controlling their attention. Marcus Aurelius repeatedly wrote about the power of focus, and the need to guard the mind against distractions. He believed that a person's ability to concentrate on what truly matters determines the quality of their life. Today, with constant notifications, information overload, and social media algorithms designed to keep us hooked, this lesson is more relevant than ever. The problem with checking your phone first thing in the morning is that it immediately pulls you into other people's agendas. Whether it is a message from a colleague, a notification from an app, or a news headline, your mind is instantly placed in reaction mode. Instead of starting the day with a sense of control and purpose, you are responding to external demands, allowing your thoughts and emotions to be dictated by outside forces. If you want to start your day with clarity and focus, you must resist the urge to check your phone for at least 30 minutes after waking up. This simple practice allows you to take control of your own thoughts before letting the world in. It gives you time to set your intentions, organize your priorities, and begin the day in a way that aligns with your values. Instead of immediately engaging with digital distractions, use the first moments of your morning for practices that strengthen your mind and body. You can start by journaling to organize your thoughts and reflect on what you want to achieve for the day. Writing even a few sentences about your intentions, goals, or emotions can help you gain clarity and direction. Another powerful way to begin your morning is through meditation or deep breathing. The Stoics valued moments of stillness and self-reflection, recognizing that a calm and focused mind is better equipped to handle the challenges of the day. Taking a few minutes to practice mindful breathing, or simply sitting in silence, helps create a sense of inner peace before stepping into the demands of daily life. Movement is another excellent alternative to mindless scrolling. Engaging in some form of physical activity, whether it is stretching, a short walk, or light exercise, helps wake up your body and increase your energy levels. It sets a positive tone for the rest of the day, ensuring that you start from a place of strength and vitality rather than sluggishness. By guarding the first hour of your morning, you reclaim control over your time, attention, and energy. You shift from being reactive to being intentional, allowing you to approach your day with greater focus and resilience. This habit may seem simple, but its impact is profound. It creates a daily practice of self-discipline, training your mind to resist impulsive distractions and prioritize what truly matters. If you can master the first hour of your morning, you can master your entire day. Now that you have established control over your attention, the next habit will focus on the discipline of waking up consistently and building a structured morning routine. The first decision you make in the morning sets the tone for the rest of your day. When your alarm rings, you have two choices: either get up immediately and take control of your day, or hit snooze and surrender to comfort. This single moment may seem insignificant, but in reality, it is the first test of your discipline, and how you respond determines how you will handle other challenges throughout the day. The Stoics believed that discipline is not something you turn on and off when convenient. It is a practice that must be cultivated daily, starting with the smallest of habits. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself that life is short and that we must not waste time in laziness or indulgence. He understood that discipline is built in the mundane moments, and waking up on time is one of those small, yet significant moments. The problem many people face is that hitting snooze weakens willpower. Every time you delay getting up, you are reinforcing a habit of procrastination. It may feel like an innocent decision, but in reality, it trains your brain to avoid discomfort and seek instant gratification. Instead of starting the day with strength and momentum, you begin with avoidance and delay. This creates a ripple effect, making it easier to procrastinate on other tasks throughout the day. To overcome this, you must make waking up at the same time every day a non-negotiable rule. This does not mean you need to wake up at an extremely early hour, but rather that you commit to waking up at the time you set for yourself. No exceptions. The key to building self-discipline is consistency, and this begins with mastering your mornings. A practical way to reinforce this habit is by placing your alarm across the room. This forces you to physically get out of bed to turn it off, eliminating the temptation to hit snooze. While this may seem like a small change, it creates a psychological shift. You are taking immediate action rather than remaining in a state of passivity. To strengthen this habit even further, reframe waking up early as a Stoic practice of self-mastery. Instead of seeing it as a chore, recognize it as an opportunity to build mental resilience. Every morning that you get out of bed without hesitation, you are training yourself to take control of your actions. You are proving to yourself that you are not ruled by comfort, but by a commitment to discipline and purpose. Waking up consistently is not just about productivity. It is about building the mindset of someone who takes responsibility for their life. The Stoics taught that we should not let external circumstances dictate our actions. Similarly, we should not let fleeting feelings of tiredness dictate whether we follow through on our commitments. By mastering the art of waking up, you are reinforcing the habit of self-discipline in all areas of life. You become someone who acts with intention, who follows through on commitments, and who does not let momentary discomfort dictate long-term success. This small habit creates a foundation of resilience, proving that discipline is not about occasional motivation, but about showing up for yourself every single day. Now that you have established the discipline of waking up with purpose, the next habit will focus on another small yet powerful act of self-discipline, making your bed as a way to reinforce order and control in your life. Discipline is not built through grand gestures or occasional moments of motivation. It is developed through small, consistent actions that reinforce self-mastery every single day. One of the simplest yet most powerful habits you can adopt is making your bed each morning. This seemingly minor act carries profound psychological and philosophical significance, embodying the Stoic principle that small disciplines create big transformations. The Stoics believed that order in your external world reflects order in your internal world. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the importance of structuring one's mind and actions with clarity and intention. He understood that a disciplined life is not created through sporadic efforts, but through a commitment to small, deliberate choices. Many people underestimate the impact of their immediate environment on their mindset. They may wake up, leave their bed in disarray, and continue on with their day without realizing how this small act contributes to mental clutter and lack of focus. When your surroundings are chaotic, it subtly reinforces a sense of disorder in your mind. This is why making your bed is more than just tidying up. It is a foundational act of discipline. It is a way to take control of the first moments of your day, reinforcing a sense of order and responsibility. It is a small but meaningful victory, proving that you have the ability to influence your environment and your mindset from the very beginning of your day. Psychologists have found that completing small tasks early in the morning creates a positive momentum that carries into the rest of the day. This principle, often called the small wins approach, states that when you accomplish one simple task, your brain is more likely to stay in a productive and disciplined state. Making your bed is an easy win, one that immediately sets a tone of structure, self-respect, and control. If you struggle with consistency or motivation, adopting this habit can be a powerful shift. It serves as a visual and mental reminder that you are in control of your actions. No matter how chaotic the world outside may be, your bed, your personal space, remains a reflection of your discipline and intention. This practice also aligns with the Stoic belief in focusing on what is within our control. There will always be factors in life that you cannot influence, but your immediate environment is one area where you have full authority. Taking a moment each morning to arrange your bed reminds you that, regardless of external chaos, you always have the ability to create structure in your own space. The key to mastering discipline is not in waiting for motivation, but in committing to small, consistent actions that reinforce a mindset of self-control. Making your bed may seem insignificant, but it is a declaration that you are taking responsibility for your day, your habits, and ultimately, your life. Now that we have established the importance of small acts of discipline, the next habit will focus on another powerful Stoic technique, using negative visualization to build mental resilience and prepare for the unexpected challenges of the day. Life is unpredictable. No matter how well you plan your day, unexpected challenges will arise. Traffic delays, a difficult conversation, a sudden change in plans. Most people react to these disruptions with frustration, stress, or even anger. They are caught off guard, unprepared for obstacles, and as a result, their emotions take control. The Stoics, however, approached life differently. They believed that mental resilience is not something you develop in the moment of crisis, but something you cultivate in advance. The practice of negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum, is a powerful Stoic technique that helps you prepare for difficulties before they happen. Marcus Aurelius and Seneca both encouraged this practice as a way to strengthen the mind against life's inevitable hardships. By imagining potential obstacles before they occur, you train yourself to respond with wisdom rather than emotion. This is not about being pessimistic or expecting the worst. Instead, it is about mentally rehearsing how you will handle difficulties with strength and composure. Why negative visualization? Most people assume that happiness comes from avoiding problems, but the truth is, suffering often comes from the shock of unexpected hardship, not just the hardship itself. When something goes wrong, people tend to react emotionally because they did not anticipate it. Their frustration is amplified by the belief that the day should have gone smoothly. By practicing negative visualization, you eliminate this element of surprise. If you mentally prepare for obstacles, you are much less likely to be thrown off balance when they arise. Instead of reacting impulsively, you can respond with clarity, patience, and control. How to practice negative visualization. Each morning, take 2 minutes to visualize a challenge you might face that day. It could be a frustrating coworker, an unexpected delay, a difficult decision, or any situation that might test your patience. Imagine it in detail, what might happen, how you might feel, and how you will respond. Then visualize yourself handling the situation with calmness and wisdom. Instead of reacting with anger or frustration, see yourself responding with patience, logic, and emotional control. Remind yourself that you cannot control external events, but you can always control your response. For example, if you anticipate that someone will test your patience at work, visualize yourself listening calmly, pausing before you speak, and responding rationally rather than emotionally. If you expect traffic to be bad, mentally prepare yourself to accept it with a Stoic mindset, rather than letting it ruin your morning. By the time you actually encounter these situations, they will feel familiar rather than overwhelming. Your brain will recognize them as something it has already handled, making it easier to respond with grace rather than irritation. The benefits of mental preparation. Negative visualization strengthens your ability to detach from emotions and focus on solutions. It helps you become more adaptable, less reactive, and more in control of your inner state. Instead of being at the mercy of circumstances, you become someone who navigates life with stability and confidence. When practiced consistently, this habit reshapes the way you experience challenges. Instead of dreading obstacles, you begin to see them as opportunities to practice resilience. Over time, you build the mindset of someone who expects difficulties but refuses to be shaken by them. Now that you have trained your mind to handle challenges before they arise, the next habit will focus on another powerful Stoic practice: embracing presence through meditation and breathwork. In a world filled with distractions, stress, and constant noise, it is easy to lose touch with the present moment. Many people wake up already consumed by worries about the future or regrets about the past. They spend their mornings rushing through routines, their minds racing ahead to deadlines, responsibilities, and potential problems. As a result, they begin the day feeling anxious and overwhelmed, rather than calm and in control. The Stoics believed that the present moment is where your power lies. Epictetus taught that we should not waste energy worrying about things beyond our control. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself to focus on the now, because dwelling on the past or future only leads to unnecessary suffering. The Stoics understood that peace and clarity come from grounding ourselves in the present, not from chasing an imagined future or replaying an unchangeable past. The problem: living in a state of mental chaos when you wake up and immediately start thinking about everything you need to do. You are not actually experiencing the present moment. You are lost in a mental projection of what might happen. Similarly, when you dwell on past mistakes or events, you are giving energy to something you cannot change. This mental state creates stress, anxiety, and a feeling of being out of control. If you are not intentional about anchoring yourself in the present, your mind will naturally drift into reactivity, rushing through tasks, reacting to emotions, and feeling overwhelmed by external pressures. This is why so many people feel scattered, unproductive, and mentally drained before their day even truly begins. The solution: Stoic meditation and breath work to counteract this mental chaos. The Stoics practiced daily reflection and mindfulness. A simple yet powerful way to incorporate this practice into your morning is through Stoic meditation and deep breathing exercises. These practices help you center yourself, train your mind to focus on what is within your control, and build a foundation of inner peace before the day begins. A simple way to start is by taking 5 deep breaths, focusing only on your inhale and exhale. Close your eyes, breathe in slowly through your nose, hold for a moment, then exhale fully through your mouth. As you breathe, direct your attention only to the sensation of air filling and leaving your lungs. This practice brings you into the now, creating a moment of stillness before the distractions of the day take over. If you want to take this further, spend a few minutes in Stoic meditation by reflecting on a guiding principle for the day. Marcus Aurelius would often write in his journal each morning, reminding himself of key Stoic truths: that external events are beyond his control, that his thoughts shape his reality, and that he must act with wisdom and virtue. You can do the same by sitting quietly and contemplating a simple question: what is within my control today? This exercise shifts your focus away from stress and worry, anchoring you in a state of calm clarity. It reminds you that while you cannot predict what will happen in the day ahead, you can always control how you respond. The benefits of morning stillness. When you make meditation or breathwork a habit, you develop a mental fortress against stress and distractions. You train yourself to respond to life rather than react to it. Instead of letting external events dictate your emotions, you start the day in control of your inner state. This simple practice also enhances focus, emotional stability, and decision-making. Studies show that deep breathing reduces cortisol levels, the hormone responsible for stress. Meditation strengthens the brain's ability to manage emotions and stay present, leading to greater resilience in daily life. By making just a few minutes of presence a part of your morning, you create a strong mental foundation that helps you navigate the rest of the day with clarity and confidence. Now that you have learned how to center your mind, the next habit will focus on strengthening your body through movement, reinforcing the connection between physical and mental discipline. The Stoics believed that a strong body supports a strong mind. They understood that discipline, resilience, and focus were not just mental traits but physical ones as well. Marcus Aurelius himself emphasized the importance of taking care of the body, as it plays a direct role in how we face the challenges of life. He trained regularly, knowing that movement and physical strength were essential, not only for his duties as an emperor, but for maintaining mental clarity and discipline. In modern life, many people start their day without moving their bodies. They go straight from bed to sitting at a desk, trapped in a cycle of physical inactivity that drains their energy. Over time, this leads to fatigue, reduced focus, and a decline in overall willpower. When the body is weak and sluggish, the mind follows. The problem. A weak body leads to weak willpower. When you neglect movement, you unknowingly weaken your ability to handle stress, make decisions, and stay disciplined. The connection between physical health and mental strength is undeniable. Research has shown that regular physical activity improves cognitive function, reduces stress, and increases resilience, all of which are essential for developing a Stoic mindset. If you start your day in a state of physical inactivity, your energy levels remain low, and your ability to take on challenges decreases. The body and mind are deeply connected, and when you do not engage your body, your mind tends to remain sluggish as well. The solution: move with purpose. To build resilience, you must train both your body and your mind. This does not mean you need to do an intense workout first thing in the morning, but engaging in a simple 10-minute movement practice can have a profound impact on your mental and physical state. The goal is not just fitness, but preparing yourself for the day ahead. A short, intentional movement routine can include stretching to wake up the muscles and improve flexibility, push-ups or body weight exercises to activate strength and discipline, short walk outside to stimulate mental clarity and energy. Even if you do not feel like moving, committing to a short burst of activity strengthens the habit of self-discipline. The very act of engaging your body trains you to push through resistance and take control of your actions, reinforcing the Stoic principle that discomfort is not something to avoid, but to embrace. Why movement is more than just fitness. For the Stoics, physical training was not just about strength, it was about preparing for hardship. They believed that voluntary discomfort, such as physical exertion, toughened the mind against the unpredictability of life. By moving your body every morning, you are not just improving your physical health, you are training yourself to endure challenges, remain resilient, and cultivate discipline. Additionally, movement helps you enter a state of mental clarity. Physical activity releases endorphins, which naturally improve mood and reduce stress. It clears mental fog, helping you approach the day with focus and purpose rather than sluggishness. How to make this a habit: to incorporate movement into your morning. Start small. Choose a simple routine that requires no equipment and can be done anywhere. The key is consistency, doing something active every morning, even if it is just for a few minutes. Over time, this builds a habit of discipline, reinforcing the idea that taking action is always within your control. When you move with purpose in the morning, you start your day feeling stronger, more energized, and mentally sharp. This habit prepares you to face challenges with resilience, ensuring that your body and mind are aligned for the day ahead. Now that we have established the importance of physical discipline, the next habit will focus on building accountability, a crucial element in staying committed to personal growth. Self-discipline is often seen as a solitary pursuit, but the truth is that personal growth becomes far more effective when shared with others. The Stoics, despite their emphasis on individual responsibility, did not believe in complete isolation. They valued learning from mentors, engaging in philosophical discussions, and holding themselves accountable to a higher standard through relationships with others. Seneca, for example, often wrote letters to his friend Lucilius, offering guidance, encouragement, and wisdom. These letters served as a form of accountability, ensuring that both men stayed committed to their pursuit of virtue. The problem: without accountability, motivation fades. Many people struggle with self-discipline because they rely solely on internal motivation. They set goals, make plans, and start new habits with enthusiasm, but over time that initial excitement fades. Without anyone to hold them accountable, they slip back into old patterns, making excuses and delaying progress. This is why accountability is so powerful. When you are answerable only to yourself, it is easy to rationalize skipping a habit or delaying action. But when you have someone else expecting you to follow through, the stakes change. Accountability creates external pressure that keeps you committed, even when motivation runs low. The solution: find one person who shares your growth. Mindset: one of the most effective ways to maintain discipline is to find an accountability partner. Someone who is also working toward self-improvement and understands the value of consistent effort. This could be a friend, a family member, a colleague, or even someone from an online community. The key is choosing someone who will challenge you, encourage you, and hold you to a higher standard. Setting up a morning accountability system is a simple yet powerful way to stay consistent. This can take many forms. Daily check-ins. Send a text or voice message in the morning confirming that you have completed your morning routine. Morning calls. A short check-in to discuss your priorities for the day and reinforce commitment. Challenges and rewards. Set up friendly challenges where you track each other's progress, offering small rewards for consistency. This practice makes discipline a shared experience rather than just an internal struggle. It transforms self-improvement into a collaborative effort, making it more sustainable and enjoyable. Why accountability works? The power of accountability lies in social reinforcement. When you share your progress with someone, it creates a sense of responsibility that strengthens your commitment. You are less likely to skip a habit when you know someone is expecting you to follow through. Furthermore, accountability fosters healthy competition and encouragement. Seeing someone else push through difficulties and remain committed inspires you to do the same. It creates an environment where discipline is not just about willpower, but about mutual support. How to make this a habit? To implement this habit effectively, choose an accountability partner wisely, someone who is equally committed to personal growth. Set clear expectations. Decide on the method and frequency of check-ins. Stay consistent, Accountability works only if both partners actively participate. Offer support and encouragement. Accountability should not be about pressure or guilt, but about growth and mutual encouragement. By incorporating accountability into your morning routine, you remove the burden of relying solely on willpower. Instead, you create a system of discipline that is strengthened by the presence of another person. Over time, this habit reinforces consistency, making self-improvement feel less like a struggle and more like a shared journey. Now that you have a structure for staying accountable, the final habit will focus on ending your day with gratitude, ensuring that your mornings and evenings align with a Stoic mindset. How you end your day is just as important as how you begin it. While mornings set the tone for action and discipline, your evenings determine how you process the day's events and prepare for the next. Unfortunately, most people spend their nights dwelling on what went wrong, replaying mistakes, or worrying about what tomorrow might bring. This habit creates a cycle of negativity, leading to stress, restlessness, and even poor sleep quality. 3. Stoics believe that gratitude is essential for inner peace and contentment. Seneca often reminded himself that a person who constantly desires more will never be satisfied, but someone who appreciates what they already have will always feel fulfilled. Marcus Aurelius, despite being one of the most powerful men in history, regularly wrote about the importance of humility and appreciating life's simplest blessings. The problem: most people focus on what went wrong. Modern life conditions us to focus on what is missing. We are bombarded with advertisements telling us we need more, social media showing us what we lack, and news headlines that amplify negativity. This mindset extends into our personal reflections. When we look back on our day, we instinctively highlight the things that frustrated us, the moments that did not go as planned, or the tasks we failed to complete. By doing this, we train our minds to prioritize dissatisfaction over appreciation. Over time, this habit diminishes our ability to recognize the good in our lives, making contentment feel elusive. The more we focus on what is wrong, the more our perception of life becomes skewed toward negativity. The solution: write down 3 things you are grateful for. To counteract this tendency, practice Stoic reflection through gratitude. Before bed, take a few moments to write down 3 things you are grateful for. These do not have to be grand achievements. Small moments of joy, simple comforts, or acts of kindness are equally valuable. The key is to train your mind to recognize abundance instead of lack. Examples of gratitude entries could be: I had a meaningful conversation with a friend today. I enjoyed a quiet moment in the morning with my coffee. I handled a stressful situation at work with patience and control. This practice rewires your brain to focus on what is going well, rather than fixating on what is missing. Studies have shown that gratitude journaling reduces stress, improves sleep, and increases overall happiness. By reflecting on what you appreciate, you shift your mindset from frustration to fulfillment. How gratitude strengthens Stoic resilience. Gratitude is not just about feeling good. It is about developing perspective and mental strength. The Stoics taught that we should not take anything for granted, as life is unpredictable. By actively appreciating what we have, we cultivate resilience and reduce our tendency to complain or feel dissatisfied. This habit also aligns with the Stoic principle of accepting life as it is. Instead of constantly chasing external validation or material success, gratitude helps you realize that fulfillment comes from within. When you recognize that you already have enough, you free yourself from the endless pursuit of more. Making. This a nightly ritual to integrate this habit into your routine. Keep a journal next to your bed. Before sleeping, write down 3 things you are grateful for. Reflect on how these moments contributed to your well-being. Let go of negativity and shift your focus to appreciation. By ending each day with gratitude, you close the day with peace rather than stress. You go to sleep with a mindset of abundance, which in turn affects how you wake up the next morning. This simple habit ensures that your days are not just filled with discipline and effort, but also with appreciation and contentment. Now that we have covered all 10 Stoic habits for a powerful morning routine, let us summarize how integrating these practices into your daily life can lead to a stronger, more resilient mindset. The way you start your morning is the way you live your life. If your mornings are chaotic, unfocused, and dictated by distractions, your days will likely follow the same pattern. But if you wake up with purpose, practice discipline, and build resilience, you set yourself up for success, not just for the day, but for the life you want to create. The Stoics understood that greatness is not built overnight. It is cultivated through small, consistent habits that reinforce discipline, mental clarity, and emotional resilience. Every morning is an opportunity to reinforce your principles, take control of your thoughts, and strengthen your ability to face the world with wisdom and intention. By implementing these 10 Stoic habits, you are not just designing a morning routine, you are creating a philosophical framework for how you approach life. These habits are not about rigid self-discipline or strict schedules. They are about choosing to live with greater awareness, intention, and control over your mind and actions. Imagine waking up each day feeling focused, prepared, and unshaken by distractions. Imagine handling stress with ease, making decisions with clarity, and moving through life with a sense of purpose. This is what a Stoic morning can give you, a foundation that strengthens not just your mornings, but your entire life. Now, it is time to take action. Knowledge without application is meaningless. Like and subscribe if you found value in these Stoic principles. This channel is dedicated to helping you build a mindset of resilience, self-discipline, and wisdom. Comment below. Which of these habits will you start tomorrow? Will you wake up with purpose, practice negative visualization, or build discipline by making your bed? Share your thoughts, and let's hold each other accountable. Watch the next video. If you want to take your Stoic journey even further, check out our next video on deeper Stoic practices that will help you strengthen your mindset and navigate life's challenges with greater confidence. The path to a stronger, more disciplined life starts now. Your mornings are in your control. Use them wisely.